today. From Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Sanders shaking and baking. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The numbers for Sanders last week, 18 carries, 69 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
First down, Brissett. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Brissett sets to throw it. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Out of the gun, Brissett going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the 49ers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he... Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get... So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Throwing on first down is Lance. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Chandler Jones, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Brissett. He'll find Metcalf. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Brissett gets this one to Juszczyk. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Brissett got a man and he hits him in stride. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10.
Now play fake. Lance. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Now Lance on the option right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And Lance going to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it? So for Kyle Shanahan, he had it right, as the challenge is a good one. To throw again on second down. Brissett, open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Brissett, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing now is Lance. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A first down throw for Brissett. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, what a juke into space. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Lance now on first down. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Lance. And he rifles one incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. On first down, Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Lance now on first down. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, it's Lance. He'll find Williams on the slant. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Lance to throw it. forced out to his left. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here. To throw, it's Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. To throw again on second down. Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10. At about the 32. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Lance looking to throw it. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Play action, now it's Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Milton Williams
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Brissett on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, what a move. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Lance.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw. Lance escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Pass on for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. right back to Sanders on first down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Brissett. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
On the slant, it's Fant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. It's caught. Lockett. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Going for it with Sanders. He stiff arms him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. To throw is Brissett. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Third and short yardage, Brissett. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Brissett. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
But not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 2nd down. Brissett now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This offense so far on 3rd down, can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Brissett.
Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Brissett sets to throw it. Got London on a slant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Brissett to throw on first. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
To try again after the sack. Brissett, left side here to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Throwing, Brissett. Now they go screen and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, in a great play for that defensive unit.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brissett, he's got his big tight end, Fant. That one a first down pickup of 8. Brissett. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, McCaffrey, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Brissett's throw into the hands of Fan.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First down, Brissett.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, Brissett. Throw left side, complete. That's Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett,
a quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Brissett again. And he'll just get rid of it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
101 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for San Francisco, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.